Why hello. Who wants to watch me destroy the most expensive piece of watercolor paper that I own? It's so big it doesn't even fit in the frame. I can't even, but it's Arches, which is the creme de la creme. Arches is superb. If you want the top of the line watercolor paper, Arches. This is the 300-pound version, so it is like thick like cardboard. So this is the kind of stuff you want if you were gonna do layers upon layers upon layers. And what am I gonna destroy? This giant piece of paper that I'm already nervous about? These Japanese watercolors. Well, they're not watercolors, they're its own thing, but I ordered off of Amazon, and I've played around with them a bit. I don't know if you can see the dips that I have in them, but they're dips in the pans. And this is like a very dark set. And let me tell you, these are beautiful. So beautiful that I'm willing to risk this super expensive giant piece of watercolor paper on a full watercolor, like piece of art with them. That's how much I love them. We're gonna see how I turn this into. I don't know. This could be a waste. I don't know. With luck, it's gonna turn into something magical. Oh my goodness. Why do I feel so nervous about this? I shouldn't feel nervous about this. I have done probably thousands of paintings. Why do I feel nervous today? Come on. You can always buy another sheet of paper. It's okay. Go ahead. Ruin it. It's fine. See? Ah, there we go. See, we're gonna ruin it. Oh, I'm nervous about ruining this. Why? This little glass jar has just some watered down version of it. I put some water and a little bit of that. Oh my goodness, you can't even see what I'm doing up here. This piece is way too big. I didn't want to cut it up though. These giant pieces of Arches are just magical. It's kind of sacrilege to cut them up into smaller pieces. I mean, at least I think that way. I'm sure there's a lot of people that disagree with me, but I had to use it as is. Even if that means that I ruined it. It's fine. We'll get another sheet. It's fine. See, I'm trying to make myself feel better because I already know this may not live up to the expectation in my head. That's okay. That's okay. We can always make another one. A good little life lesson there for any of the starter artists out there. You gotta make some of the ugly ones before you can get to the good ones. Even the people who have been painting for decades will tell you the same thing. We don't like all the ones we make. As hard as that is to swallow.
We're gonna get somewhere though. We're gonna make something pretty. Hopefully. If I'm lucky.
Okay, now I'm gonna start putting in some of the darker stuff. Ooh, why is it? We don't want you to do that. No. Don't do that. There we go. That's a little better. But got a little layer down. We got some white fluffy clouds. But I think I'm gonna take hillsides. Yeah, we're gonna do hillsides up this way. Maybe some trees, then get into this. Do we want to let this dry first? Yeah, I think I want to let this dry first. We shall return. So I changed my mind. Fight me. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of darker blue. Yeah, see this bluish black? Yeah, we're gonna add a little of that. Now the thing is, with this paint, it makes me want to use these giant brushes and just be messy with it. Just let the beautiful messiness and the beautiful just inconsistencies just live. Let them live. Let it be where it's gonna be. And I think that's why I'm so nervous about this. I think that's why. Because past life, I used to have to buy Arches to make extremely perfect things. I didn't go to art school, but I went to architecture school. In architecture school, a lot of the drafting, at least to the school I went to, it had to use the very, very expensive paper for the studio work that you did, where, I would spend an entire semester designing a building, and all of the drawings for that needed to go onto this very expensive paper, and they needed to be perfect. Like, I remember one particular semester where we were in studio working on stuff, and one of my classmates like accidentally nicked his hand with an X-Acto knife. That's what it's called. And the poor guy bled on his project. And guess what? He got points deducted for that. For bleeding on his project. They gave him a lower grade. That's the kind of school I went to. I don't do anything related to architecture now for like a living because I have no interest in that profession. I hated it. I hated school. I hated every part of it. And I'm very glad to be out of it. I'm very glad to not be working as an architect or in any capacity of the profession. It just was not for me, and that's okay, you know? You don't have to be saddled with a decision you make when you're 14. You don't have to be. You can choose your own destiny, and you can choose something else for your life. You don't have to stick with the one that maybe was made in error. It's okay. You can get up and start again. I'm in my 30s now. I keep restarting things because I get bored. I want to keep doing new things. My brain loves new things. My brain likes to make things. And in all honesty, what I really should probably be is just an entrepreneur. I just need to make new things is what I just need to do. Spend my life making things that don't exist yet. That's probably where I should be in the professional field. That's probably it right there. Make my own way. And that's what I'm starting to do. I'm starting to get there. And, you know, it's just, everything is a process, figuring out yourself and what actually works for you. Everything takes time and everything takes so much effort. And that's okay. Keep working at it. Maybe what you're doing now doesn't work for you either. But that's okay. You can change that. You can pick something different. Maybe in some ways, this is me taking back that part of my life. Going, no, I don't have to be perfect. This painting doesn't have to be perfect. This paper doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to find the beauty in the imperfection. That's what I'm going to do. There we go. We got a little bit of a nicer gradient coming all the way down there. I like that a bit better. That was a good decision. I'm happy I did that. I think that helps a bit. Now what we're going to do is I think we're going to start adding in mountainscapes. I don't know which of these colors I'm going to use yet. Which colors do you think I should use? We got reddish black, yellowish black, greenish black, bluish black, purplish black, and brownish black. So we got the bluish black for the sky. The farthest layers of the mountains, we should stick with the blue, and maybe we'll work towards the greens and yellows and maybe the reddish colors. I think that's the color progression I'm going to use. I don't even want to use the brownish black. Brown's boring. We don't want to use that brown. We'll use the other colors. Yeah. Look, I've almost already hit pan on that blue. Oh no. I'm going to have to get another one of these. I'm really enjoying these paints. I think they're delightful. I've got this loaded up with some dark, thick paint. And we're just going to... Okay, come on. Come on, Melissa. You can destroy it. It's okay. It's okay. Destroy it. Yeah, there we go. Look at me go. Destroy it. And I feel a little better about this. I wasn't so sure in the beginning, that's the truth. We're gonna let it spread up here because I think that's kind of delightful. Imperfect. Delicious. Greenish black, loading it up. See, the thing is also with these paints, they reactivate really, really easy. So you can always rub it out or move it around. Like let's say I want to turn something darker or lighter, or if I need to take out this extra, like right here. Can you see that? Yeah, it's in the frame. Like if I need to take out this extra that was here, it's okay. It's real easy for me to do, which is nice. But it's also, you need to keep in mind, it's going to blend together real easy. So that's kind of fun. Man, this was a good decision. I should have done this years ago. I've really had this paper for that long. It's just been, you know, carrying around all the places that I've lived, and I guess it's kind of been one of those weighted things on my psyche that I've just needed to take care of and haven't yet. I'm getting there, you know. It's a good year for taking care of things that need to get taken care of. Let's put a little bit of yellow in there. Let's see if it's yellow. Yellowish black. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I'm probably not supposed to use the brush like this, but I'm sorry. I do not mean to offend anybody who is very well versed with these mediums. They're new to me. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm I'm making it up as I go. I tend to do that. It doesn't always turn out good, but it's just a little bit of a kinesthetic learner that way. I don't really like looking at all the tutorials most of the time, at least with art stuff. If we're talking about makeup stuff, I love watching other people put on makeup. I don't know why, I just do. It is a different kind of art form. I think we're gonna leave a lot of this in there. I'm liking that. You can't even see this corner. Oh my goodness, this page is so big. This paper is so big. You know what, let's take a break and kind of, I don't know if I want to smudge these a little bit, or if I want to maybe make some like tree looking outcroppings. I don't know, I'll figure it out. I don't really have anything on my brush. We're gonna see what happens. Oh, look at that blue that like peeks out once you do that. I guess you're moving the ink away from the pigment. Well, that's kind of interesting. I didn't know I was gonna do that. See, I'm making this up as I go, y'all. I really don't know what I'm doing with these. They are a new to me medium, and they are beautiful. I'm kind of learning on the job here. More about that in a little bit. See, look how easy that lifts. That line right there, how easy that lifted. Oh man, look at all that interest. Like right in that area, the difference. It kind of separated a little bit, became a little granular. I kind of like that. I've always liked the more granular paint. Mostly because I kind of get a little messy. I wonder if that'll stay or if it'll kind of blend in. I don't really know. See, I don't know what's going to happen because I haven't used this thick arches with this paint before. I don't know how it's going to behave. That's part of the my nervousness about destroying this very exquisite paper. Can't win them all. That's the truth. Can't win them all. You ever have those days where it feels like you don't win any of them? I had one of those days today. Look at how that blended into it, Joe. Oh my goodness, look at that. This is the purplish black I'm adding, by the way. Oh man, look at that area right there. Look at that depth that's going back that way. I feel like I should probably brush out those lines, but I kind of like them. I'll go into the little green, start adding some things. Maybe I should make it. No, I'm not ready for the big trees yet. I'm just not. I'm sorry. I'm not ready for them yet. I'll put some specks. Yeah. Destroy the painting. Destroy the paper. This is not precious. You can get another one. It's okay. If I tell myself enough, do you think I'll start believing it? Oh, I like the sharp and the blending into. Oh, I like that. Look at how beautiful this green is, though. Can I just get this green by itself? Like, forget all the other colors. Give me the blue and give me the green. Think about those splashes I'm just leaving everywhere. I kind of like it. There's little hairs everywhere. I can't seem to help all of my brushes shedding on me. I don't know if that's like something that everybody else has, or if it's just because I'm hard on objects. I'm like, I don't know. I don't like it. Don't like it. I want it to stop. How do you make your brushes stop shedding? I have questions for the other artists out there. How do you do that? Because I can't seem to stop it at all. You can't even see all this good work I'm doing at the bottom. Alright, let me move this up a little bit. You can't I can't even get into the frame. I'm doing a whole bunch of little work down here, and I had to move it because you couldn't even see it. Maybe we'll put another little sprucey up here. Yeah, we'll put another sprucey. They're talking to each other. Maybe they're family. Little spruce family. I would hum and sing to you, but you know, copyright rules are quite particular, so I have to be careful about the things that I'm humming and singing. So it's on my to-do list to write a bit more music. Not just because if I write it, then I own the copyright, but because I enjoy writing and performing music. So I think it would be nice for me to have a whole library of things that I have created. I have the intro, the little intro ditty that I did. That's me. That I did. But I use a lot of royalty-free music as background music, and there's a lot of good stuff out there. But I would like some of my own. I think that would be nice. I would like that quite a bit. So that's on my to-do list. That will happen hopefully sooner than later. So I'm liking this area a lot more now. This turned out better. It was a bit, the field is moving backwards. That's good. And I think I need to work up here now. I think this one needs some help. Okay, I cleaned out my water and my brush because everything was getting a little mucky. But I think we're going to go with some of this reddish black, and we're going to start adding that. Maybe up into this hillside, maybe some back here. A little closer to, maybe think of like little flowers, maybe. There we go. That feels a bit better for... Yeah, you can't see what I just did because this is so large. Can't fit everything in the frame. Oh, maybe over here needs a taller one too. Yeah, I think right there might be good. I'll make this one more bluish. I do like this brush though. I don't even know what you call this brush. Whatever it is, it's beautiful. I really like it. I know it's used for traditional calligraphy, but is it used for the traditional painting too? Like the Chinese or Japanese paintings? I don't know. I should probably look it up. Like, I should probably research this stuff, but I never do. I'm bad about that. I just kind of go full into stuff without really all the prep work. I don't like prep work. I just want to make stuff. Is that too much to ask? Again, you can't see what I'm doing. I connected this big tree to the one that was already there. I kind of just mixed it in a little bit. And then kind of deepened this area right here. See how this is starting to lighten up a bit? And how that blue is peeking out. Where I had added some of the blue right there to kind of deepen up this area. So I'm going to have to come back after this dries to figure out where I need to add more darkness, because it is drying quite a bit lighter than when I put it down, which is, normal for a lot of paint. But for this particular set, it's acting very, it's behaving unlike any other paint that I've used before. So I think I need to wait for it to dry and then come back and then add more deepness to areas that are drying a lot lighter than I expected. So this is to be continued. I shall be back. Okay, we're back. It's been more than a few hours. Life got in the way. I let the things dry. It's been a few days, and that's okay. We're gonna try another layer on top. And because I'm not liking this area very much at all right here. And I'm thinking we'll come in with some more dark greens. Maybe this one, or maybe some purple. Probably between, see, look how much, can you see how much blue that I've used? I've hit pan pretty easily in this. And greenish black, I've hit pan in there too. So I have a feeling I'm gonna go through these really quick, which is okay because they weren't too expensive. I think they were like 12 bucks on Amazon. I can easily buy another one, it's fine. But look at the beautiful, like, what do you call it? Gradation. No, not gradation. Granulation. That's it. Beautiful granulation. And this back part right here, where it kind of adds a little bit of interesting texture looking stuff. I'm digging this paint. I think we're gonna have a good time with this. I have a pretty good feeling I will actually use up all of this. It's just me and these kind of colors get along. The moody, smoky kind of colors, we get along very well. Yeah, let's do some more like dark green right there. Just because I don't like this. I don't like how that turned out. I'm not a big fan. I'm also not a big fan of right here. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, look, do you see that pan in there? And we're gonna like super load up this brush because we want it to be dark. That's laying on pretty well. It doesn't seem to be disturbing the under layers too much, but I'm not doing a lot of fussing with it. I'm just putting it on. It seems to do that pretty well. Should have a little hair there. I don't want that. Get out. Get out! You're not wanted. This is your eviction notice. Please get out. Thank you. Well, the thing is, see, it kind of like, it moves out to where it just moves a lot. And that's okay. We'll figure it. I'm figuring this out. I was like, oh, let's be serious. I go through life just making up stuff. I don't know what I'm doing. And if I ever tell you otherwise, it's a lie. Maybe we'll put some like a little purple one right there. Well, we're gonna do that. We're gonna put a little purple one right there. See this purple color? But of course in the pan doesn't look purple. Because all of these kind of look like shades of black. That's so pretty. I like them smoky colors. Yes, I do. We're gonna do another tall one. Maybe we'll do another tall one right there. Well, we're going to connect these so that they bleed into each other. I like that. Because this paint seems to want to move around. And I have no problems with that. If it's going to do some beautiful gradients between the colors, I can get on board with that. Absolutely. My favorite stuff is when the colors go in between the other colors. I like those kind of fades and blends and things. I think those are the prettiest colors. The ones that are not really one or the other, but somewhere in between. Those are my favorite. Except for yellow. Yellow is my actual favorite color. Yellow doesn't count. It's its own thing. See how that's drying? I think you can see. See, if you look at this part is drying, and this part is still wet. And this part, it looks lighter. So it's drying lighter than when I put it down, which makes sense for how some of these areas turned out so much lighter afterwards, because I thought I had put down more pigment in them, but I did not. They were just not dry yet. I like where this is going. I think we've reached a nice understanding. So I think we're gonna let this layer dry and see what happens after this one. as this may or may not be the final layer. I don't know yet. We're gonna find out. Okay, I'm liking this darkness. See, when it's this dark though, it's real hard to see that this is green and this is blue. They kind of just look dark, and that's okay. If you get up real close, you can see the blue in this one and the green in this one. But I think what I'm gonna do, oh, you can't even see this part. I think I'm gonna work on this part a little bit. I'll add a little more here, and maybe add in like a brush line over here. I might do that. But I kind of wish I can. Maybe I'll add a little bit of peak here because this part bled into. See how it kind of bled into the sky part? Didn't mean to do that, and that's okay. But so I might end up adding a light layer here just to kind of fix that. I got that. I think that's the plan. But I'm very pleased. I'm very pleased with where this one is going. Now right here, let's add a little more yellow. Let's add a little more yellow, maybe a little bit of reds. Just a little more of these yellow black and reddish black. We'll add a little more of that. We're gonna add a little purple to this bottom right here and see what happens. Because I think it needs a little bit of dark down there. There we go. Blend it out a little bit. That line softened. That's good to know. So this is fully dried, and I think I'm happy with it. Again, it's too big to fit. It's too big to fit in the whole screen, but here it is. I'm pretty happy with this one. I think we're gonna leave it as is. We'll go to there. Maybe that'll be the best that'll fit in the shot. But I mean, the smokiness and imperfection is exactly what this piece needed, exactly what this piece of paper needed. Just loosen up and just let things be, and let things become what they're going to become. So thank you for hanging out. I had a good time with this one. Keep your cup full. Go make something cool, okay?